Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Design Exchange. I'm your host, Danny Russo, with the amazing Melinda Peters Elliott.
Hello, everyone.
And I guess this podcast is out for New Year's Eve.
So
We're
happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We're starting off 2020, 2022, which I can't believe.
Several 2020s, 2019, 20, 21 together.
I can't believe it's already 2022. I feel like it was just yesterday. Me and you were sitting at my office watching everything go down in January. And then we were like, what? And then we've never stopped since. What am I looking at, Melinda? You show me your bills? On offline for a second. We are doing these podcasts now through Zoom, and we're learning so much. I have this amazing green screen behind me. I don't know why there's a ghost behind me, but we're refining the way we do our podcast these days. And we have some special announcements to make this time around. So we're going to wait for Melinda to come back and join us. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. I just got back in town on Monday from Youngstown, Ohio, and I am ending this podcast. I'm ending this podcast and going to pick up my new car. If anybody knows anything about what's happened, we had a little situation with my car got wrecked back in September, and then we had to we had to order a new one. The new one came in not correct. Because of the chip shortage, it didn't have a touch screen. I have to have a touch screen when I'm in the car. So what we ended up doing, I ended up buying my rental car, but I also purchased a new trailer for 2022, and we are going to be using that as our new design transport vehicle. So I got very lucky that they had one in stock. Melinda seems like she's been muted, and we're not hearing much from her or seeing her. So I think we're having some technical difficulties. So what I wanted to talk about today is what's going on with the design industry, what's going on going forward. Melinda, you're back.
Sorry.
Welcome back.
My dad came to get his Christmas present.
Oh, I was like, well, Melinda's gone. I'll just go ahead and keep going. So,
sorry.
I was explaining my vehicle situation, how after this podcast, I'm on my way to pick up my new old car, which is the rental car I've been driving. And I was telling them how I got a new design transport vehicle, which I'm picking up on the 11th.
Yeah, you're going to be like me now.
Yeah, we are gearing up for a very busy 2022. We needed more storage. I got very lucky because there's a box truck shortage. There's a trailer shortage. And then knowing me, and I had to have a black on black trailer. So we actually got that in. And
humor everybody, Danny. Tell them what you're driving right now.
I am driving a bright red Dodge Journey. I'm not real sure what that even means. I'm not sure if it's a minivan or a station wagon, but I could tell you that it's very small, and it does not have a touchscreen, and it does not go very fast.
And it's so not Danny.
It is the antithesis of me.
I said, I need to see this in person, but I never have gotten to. No.
Good.
I think it's hilarious. It wasn't a good sight. That you have to
I did not find it funny.
I know you didn't, but I did.
But I took that thing all the way from Columbus to Youngstown, from Youngstown to Cleveland, from Cleveland to Youngstown again, and then from Youngstown back to Columbus.
Did you have to drive it a lot to see if it would ever turn black?
No, I almost made Geo drive it. Geo drive it because it was the size of a golf cart. So,
really?
Yeah, my nephew's birthday was yesterday, the 28th, and he got a little DFR makeover, and we painted his room and laid down some new flooring. And I forgot why I don't do flooring on my own, reminded me, because, oh my God, it was so much work. Christmas Day, I could barely move.
I
And the
bet.
bad thing is I didn't
you.
even take any pictures. So I got to go back up there and take pictures.
You didn't take pictures?
No, I was so busy cutting boards. I was using a miter saw. I learned how to use a miter saw. I learned how to use a table saw. I was working like a worker.
Yes, you were.
Yeah. What's going on over here, Melinda?
I'm trying to see what I look like.
Okay, let's not do that.
Well, it looks like you're looking at my nose.
You're fine. Stop moving the camera. Just stop moving the camera. Look at it. So me and Melinda are gearing up. So this podcast will be out on Friday. You're going to be able to hear Melinda and I starting this Sunday on 610 WTVN on iHeartRadio. So wherever you are in the country, all you have to do is at about 5 p.m. say to your Alexa, turn on 610 WTVN, and you'll hear me, Melinda, Mindy Dreyer, and Michaela Hunt. And we had so much fun when we did that back in December.
We did.
They signed us up for a whole year. They loved us so much.
That's right. They love us, and we do too. We love them. So, and this podcast today is kind of coming out, what we're going to talk about there, but kind of deep diving into a couple of those subjects, because we're only going to have 10 minutes to talk. Yeah. So I thought it would be a good idea to elaborate a little.
What I'd like to talk about is home organization. So what you're doing now, everybody's going to be taking their trees down, and some people take their trees down. I feel like the moms in the universe, they're kind of prepared. But
I'm not taking mine down yet, though.
I'm not taking mine down, period. If somebody comes over, maybe Elisa will come over and take it down for me. But I noticed
you're going to keep it. You're going to be like one of those people that keep it up all year long and just change the decorations on it.
No, I'm not. I'm really not, I promise. But I could tell you, Home Depot, Lowe's, and everybody, they have a bunch of storage bins out. And it's great to put your tree in, put ornaments in, I think this is the time, if you're taking trees down, go room by room and start decluttering. Take away things that you're not using, things that are just collecting dust. I did it in my nephew's room. I was like, what is this? He said, it's a toy. I'm like, are we playing with it? Are we just using it? And I made him get rid of things, keep things. But it's a good time to get your home organized. There are a lot of professional organizers out there. We do organizing in our business a lot. I highly recommend you vet your professional organizers, because we've run into some sketchy organizers.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say something too, when you were talking about going around and doing rooms. I think sometimes it's overwhelming to go, oh my gosh, I've got to declutter my whole house. And then you think about it, you get overwhelmed. So you just sit on the couch and get overwhelmed about it. You never move. So
you're right. I get overwhelmed when I paint, if I'm painting a room. And if you're painting a room, it's so easy as a designer to deconstruct each room per wall and per section and set your goal as finish one wall, one area at a time. And that makes you go faster. Same with organization. We just had a client that we reorganized her whole house. And I had a team of 2 upstairs, and we were downstairs, and we were just, you were doing the windows.
That's right.
I need that quote from you. Yes. We hung pictures, we hung mirrors, we were repainting. I ran out of paint. The client didn't have the actual red paint she needed. So I go, do you have lipstick? She goes, no. I go, do you have red nail polish? She goes, yeah. So nail polish became my touch-up paint for that room.
Yeah, that's right.
And we just were moving right along.
when you're doing, if you do get overwhelmed, you can hire one of us to come in with our teams and help you through that. And sometimes it makes it so much easier to just step back and let someone else come in. So Abigail just went to my back room, and wait till you see it.
I can't wait, because your back room always made me nervous.
Oh, you won't believe it. You will not believe it. But it was good for her. She had not been working for it. I mean, she knew what we needed to do, and she found an idea. And she said, "Can I buy these shelves? And can I buy these buckets?" And I said, "Yes." So the last 2 days she spent reorganizing the back room. And I walked back in there this morning, and I'm like, oh.
That's the best feeling in the world.
It is.
Gary's doing the same thing for me. And he just asked me, he's like, "Can I order these for clients for their client trays so that we can stack them on top of each other?" I go, absolutely. We just got, we work on a system, and I think you work on the same system as I do. And we call it the binder system. So what the binder system is we have 2 different sets of binders for clients. I'm just pulling one off my desk right now, but we actually had custom made on brand gold and black binders, and has the customer's name on the spine, their address on the front, and we called it their project manifesto, and it's logoized. So I learned the system from you way back when. But what we're going to be doing starting January 7th, 12 lucky designers are going to be able to participate in a program with me and Julia Malloy. And Julia Malloy has been my business coach for the last 10 years, and she's whipped my office into shape. She's given me documents that I never thought I needed, contracts, ways of doing things. And it's the right way if you want to grow your business. And ever since I've been working with her, I've quadrupled my business. So we're going to be posting, if you watch my Facebook, I'm going to send a couple private invites out, but we can't handle more than 12 people. There is a cost to it. But Julia's work, the binders, she's given me an operations manual and an executive manual. And my team, I have new team members, and they are just obsessed with them. They're like, "Danny, this is the answer to every question I've ever had. Why didn't I know you had these?" I go, I just haven't had time to go through them. So me and her are going to do a little special thing in January where you're going to be able to work with me and see what my daily routine looks like, and what my morning meeting looks like, what my design meeting looks like. And you're going to be able to get a lot of information with daily worksheets with her. So I'm going to be posting that. I believe, I want to say, what's Julia's website? Do you know it? I want to say it's like theboldsummit.com, but I'm going to send it out to a few of our favorite designers. And I think it's pretty affordable in my mind for the value that you're getting and the training that she's giving you. It's going to streamline your office and give you ideas for tasks that you never in a million years would have thought to do on your own. And it's about adding little special touches to your clients as well, and make sure that you're maximizing your time, maximizing your profits, and all that kind of fun stuff.
So it's a way to organize your business. And it's, a lot of those types of things can be used in other types of businesses as well. So
if you have a drapery workroom, if you have, it's based for interior design. And I started learning when I went to the Bold Summit, and I never realized that I wasn't charging enough, and I didn't have the proper contracts. But the tools that I was given from Julia and just from learning along the way really, really, really made an impact in my career. So if you're a client listening to this, you need to realize the value of an interior designer. I just saw a Facebook post in one of my neighborhood groups today, and they were waiting for a flooring installer to show up. And the flooring installer was supposed to be there between 10 and 2. Well, guess what? The flooring installer didn't show up. And what a lot of people don't realize is when you go to place X, B, C, Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever, they don't have on-staff flooring people that they control.
Right.
They bid
Right.
those jobs out to the lowest bidder so that they can make money.
That's
And a
right.
lot of those contractors, they run behind. That's why
Yeah.
when you work with one of us, when you work with Melinda or I, we have teams that we work with specifically, and they show
Yep.
up when they're supposed to. And they do a
That's
good job
right.
for us because we end up bringing them a lot of business
Yeah.
in return. So it's
Yeah.
always, always, always good to have a designer
Yes. Absolutely.
with you. I
Absolutely.
keep looking.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm looking. I know it's supposed to be looking at the camera, and you don't even have one. I'm floating in the background with this new green screen thing. I don't know why, but it's driving me nuts.
Okay.
But yeah, we're on
Well,
YouTube now. We're going to make a TDX Design Exchange YouTube channel. But right
that's
now, I've
right.
been posting these on my channel under the Design Exchange, and you're posting them on your channel.
Yep. That's
You're
right.
also able to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, not Twitter, Instagram, TDX Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We have our little group going.
That's
What
right.
else has happened since we podcast last? I'm trying to think. I had that crazy install. Did we
Yeah.
talk since then?
I've probably had 7 or 8 installs in the last couple weeks. It was nuts. It was
I mean,
absolutely
I've had
crazy.
7 or 8, but I've had like fast track, whole house, get this ready before
Yeah.
my family comes. Thank God you
Yeah.
came to help.
It was fun. It was fun to do that. And it's always good to have somebody who works in the same industry that you can call at the end, and we're there for each other. So
Yes.
you were like, I need help.
Well, she also
Like
needed
we're
blinds. This client also needed
yes,
blinds as well. And
right.
a designer, we won't say any names, but a
No,
designer, we will call her Decky. We'll call her Decky.
yeah,
We will call her Dolly, Dolly the
Dolly.
decorator. Guaranteed my client that she would have her blinds installed by December 17th. And I think we
Yep.
said, no way. Absolutely
Yeah.
no way. You told me
Yeah.
that. I called somebody else. They told me the same thing. And I called the president of the company and he told me the same thing.
Yep.
Well, lo and behold, I get a phone call or I'm in there installing and she goes, oh, I forgot to tell you. The blinds aren't coming until February. I go, I
Yeah.
told you this. I go,
Yes.
you didn't believe me. She goes, well, I really trust the girl. She was a really nice girl. I'm like, well, I'm sure she's really nice, but I'm very honest with my clients and I'm not going to give you unrealistic dates. So
Right.
that's nice that Dolly Decorator said she's going to have them. And then Dolly
Right.
Decorator didn't return her phone calls after
Mm.
she sent a text message that the blinds weren't coming in. So luckily,
Yeah.
fortunately, the client was able to cancel the order, and I
Yeah.
think you're going to be the one fulfilling the new order.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, and
Yeah.
we're going to be
I think
correcting some other things.
and at the end of the day, it's good to tell the truth and make sure that people understand that, you're not just going to feed them a bunch of, blow smoke up
Yeah,
there, what, because you want the order. It's
and
not
people
worth it.
do that. There
Yeah,
are
they do.
designers.
They
Why do they
do.
do that? Why? Why?
Well, because they want the money. It's it's a money motivation.
Are they
So,
taking
and they'll be like,
100%
oh,
down?
I don't know. I don't. I mean, personally, I don't do that. I take 75% down on any order, and then the balance is due when I install. So anyway, it's not a good idea to do 100%,
Yeah.
but you never know. You never know. So yeah, but I think that for the most part, we've had 2 orders come in sooner than we were expecting them.
The supply
So
chain has been catching up. I think they pushed
yeah,
all of us designers off to fulfill
yeah,
Christmas orders for Walmart and Target. And now that Christmas is over, we're getting our stuff in. Um,
yeah,
I had a missing order of 4 side tables,
yeah,
and I called and I had to demand that they be sent out immediately. And between last week and this week, they sent They had 3 of them in the warehouse. A 4th one was damaged. So all of a sudden, I now have 7 side tables. So the missing ones magically appeared.
Well,
How?
kind
I
of
do not
good.
know.
That's
I
funny.
guess.
You never
Yeah.
know. Never know. So
But
anyway,
yeah,
so
we're
yeah, I was going to say, we were able to get in blinds installed for people before we had told. We actually, delivered 2 weeks before they were supposed to be in. So I was
good.
like, "Go me! Whoop
Yeah.
whoop!"
Good
I told
job.
my client, "It's a Christmas miracle. Your blinds are here." And she was like, "No way." So she was really, really happy. And that's the way you like them.
Yeah,
You like people being like impressed that you like delivered ahead of time. So that
exactly.
was awesome. That was awesome. So,
Exactly.
we're finished up a kitchen today with a backsplash, and we're waiting on one more countertop, and that job's going to be crossed off. So, I'm ready for some new projects. How about you, Danny?
I got them all lined up. We're just here
You're
today. I got back yesterday and I took yesterday off, but I've been in the office today, just
Yeah,
getting organized, going through emails. I switched banks
yeah.
because PNC has just been a nightmare for me.
Oh,
So I
I
switched
would
my
never do
banks.
that.
What? Never switch banks or never use
No,
PNC?
I would never go to PNC. I've heard nightmare stories about them. So,
Well,
yeah,
I have one of those stories, but I
yeah,
went in this morning. I got all my money out. I got it all I got it all redone. It's all. I went to Chase. They've taken such great care of me.
good,
So I think it was good to
good.
get it all done at the end of the year. So now when I go into 2022, I'll have a fresh
Hmm.
slate for my accounting,
Yeah.
and it'll be a nice changeover because we get all these little fees that we don't know about that are
Hmm.
charged to our accounts.
Yep.
Subscription for this, subscription for that. I called and
Yep.
reported all the cards lost or stolen. I was trying to
That's
put a,
funny.
I was just going to put a hold on them, but nobody would answer the phone.
Yeah,
So
right.
I just
Right.
went online and froze them.
So yesterday I sat down and did a deep dive into my cost per hour, which I highly recommend other designers to do this, including you.
Uh-huh.
So what you do is you make a list of all of your, since we're talking about bills and money, you go through and you make a list of all your overhead. So like the
Mhm.
things that you have to pay, your rent, your electric, your water, your gas, whatever, like security system, whatever has to be there every day, no matter what you're doing.
Mhm.
And then you figure out how much you're paying people, including yourself, and you figure out how many hours a week that everybody works, and then you figure out, you kind of divide that into each other. It's kind of a long process, but you get a cost per hour. What's your cost per hour? And that is your cost. That's it,
Can you see
buying
me
nothing
okay right
extra.
now?
Nope. I
Okay,
only
hold
see
on.
the back of my phone.
Okay, hold on. Crackers together. Remind me later. Um, I just
So
had to buy it.
anyway,
It made me buy Zoom. Told me I had 10 minutes left.
oh man,
Now to verifying fire hydrants right now.
oh
Fire
my
hydrant.
gosh.
Verify.
I've had to do
Oh
that
God, get
before.
a code.
Oh
I
my
don't I'm
gosh.
hoping that you guys can see me.
I'll flip
Oh,
flip the phone
yeah, I'm
around.
still here. I'm
Yep,
still
we
here.
can see you. We can
Okay,
see
good.
you.
Um,
So, but anyway, getting your cost per hour. So I have a gift shop, coffee shop that's separate from the design business. So
right.
I sat down yesterday. It took me like 8 hours to go through all of my expenses. And I have like overhead in general. I had coffee shop and gift shop, coffee shop supplies, and then I had gift shop supplies, and I had to dig into all kinds of stuff. So
I'm gonna do
at
that
the
with
end of the
my
day, I got it figured up, and I'm not excited about telling my staff how much money we need to bring in every day. because they're going to be a little shocked. But the cost of goods has gone up so much.
Oh my
So,
God.
and then
You're not kidding.
Something I found yesterday was quite interesting. So I went through Amazon, and we buy a lot of supplies through Amazon. It's crazy. Like back in July, we paid like, let's say $100 for cups. And now we're paying like $200 for the same cups.
Yeah.
It's like insane. It's like double the price right now. So
I've seen
that
some
affects
vendors
my
increase.
cost of goods.
Yeah, I've seen some vendors, they're raising their prices by 13%. So
Yeah.
at the end of
And
this
I've
year,
gotten 6. Yeah. So I'm
anything
going to
that's
have
not
to go
paid.
through. So my hourly rate is going up January the 1st. I have to do an
Do you bill
increase on
hourly
that.
or do you bill flat fee?
I do a design package, but it's
That's what I
based
do.
on how many hours and all of the details that go into what I have to do for that customer for that project. So
Right.
I'm basically a project-based design fee.
I need to
So
do what you do. I do the
yep.
package, but I could tell the package through to completion.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And
Yeah.
then, yeah,
It's
I'm pretty good about doing that, but going forward, I just called ADP today. You use ADP, don't you?
Nope, we don't have that in London.
Oh, I thought you used ADP.
Nope, I have Ohio Edison.
No, ADP, not AEP.
Oh, for payroll? Nope,
Payroll.
I changed. I am using Gusto now. I love Gusto, and it integrates with my Clover machine. So I have a POS system called Clover, and Gusto is an app that I could get, and it was so much better for me. So I swapped. That was a big ordeal too.
I was paying my employees once per month, and
Yeah.
I got them to get me a good deal that we can now pay twice per month.
Well, good.
And it's $4 cheaper.
Good.
But I thought you were on ADP.
No, I changed. I forgot to tell you that a couple weeks. Well, no, I guess it was like 2 months ago. So I said, screw it. Well, I had a situation like you did with PNC, and I screamed and had a fit and swore I would never be back. So I had a bad situation, and the bad situation would just continued all through the year, and they wouldn't change it. So, and I don't want to get into why.
I don't know. They seem nice to me when I call. I don't have a rep anymore. My rep actually moved on to another company, but the girl I talked to today, the girl I talked to today was in Chicago, and she was like really good. I'm like, my people kind of want paid bi-weekly. I'm like, is that going to cost me double to pay bi-weekly? And she got me some deal where it's not going to cost me that.
Good.
So my employees are happy.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm real happy with my
I think
team
that's
right
easier.
now. I'm so happy with the team I got right now.
Yeah,
you're a part of it. You're a part of it.
And you're a part of mine.
I know.
Well, you're part of mine in the fact that it's like the sideshow. You're like my sideshow. Because I'm like, oh, I gotta help. I gotta get help. And I am Crystal has retired since everybody if you don't know who Crystal is, Crystal was I called her my left hand because Crystal had been with me for 20 years. She was my girlfriend.
They were girlfriends. They'd be laying carpet together. They'd be drilling walls.
Sisters. She was my sister. I mean, I
still do love her.
I love her too. And I am going to miss her greatly, but Abigail's there, and she's working her tail off, and she's
Abigail,
very
we have
young.
to give a shout out. She does our podcast editing.
Yes, she does. Yeah, she's going to be just fine. I've got some training I'm getting her this year on custom window treatment certification. So she will have her certification on that. And then every year she's going to get something. I mean, she's going to have the Hunter Douglas certification too after she takes all the classes. So I told her, I said, you don't need to go to college. You just need to stand by me every day.
She
and
went to
I'll
college.
teach
She
you
went to
more.
Bible school. She teaches us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did have questions for her, though. It's very handy that you have somebody that's gone through the Bible 5 times in a year. So I was just really like, I have a burning question to ask. So it was really very helpful, actually.
I love all my friends are Christian. I don't know how I get. They're protecting me, I guess. I don't know how to
That's right.
describe it.
Yep. We're all praying for you, Danny.
Thank God somebody is. So we have a few minutes left. Let's talk about this. What are your New Year's resolutions for 2022?
Make more money. Gotta make more money. So, and I am rebuilding again. Every 5 years, 3 to 5 years, I have to go through some major shift in my business. And this year, again, is losing Crystal. I'm like throwing all the systems up in the air and starting from scratch all over again. So it's a lot of work, but it's a good, healthy change. And it's something that needs done. So, because when you have one person leave your staff and they did A, B, C, D, and E, and not everybody can do all of that. So I have to send A and B to one person, C and D the other,
Yes.
E and F to somebody else. So, I may be hiring a drapery workroom person by the end of the year. That would be a wonderful goal to have, but we'll see. What about you, Danny?
Mine is to be more organized and I don't want to say make more money, because more money, more problems. I'm just happy to be getting a car that drives, that's not red. But my goal is to work with my team and grow them. And I am just I was excited for 2020 and I got a pandemic. I was excited for 2021 and I was crazy busy. 2022, I'm just going to focus on my people, making them happy. I want to stick with a 4-day work week because I believe that a 40-hour work week was designed back in the 40s or 50s for a single family home. And I just want to grow my team and teach them everything I can and go from there. But I'm with a really good, solid team right now.
Yes, you are.
I'd love to say I'm trying to make my clients happy, but I don't know if that'll ever be happy because we're still in this situation. I was just specking out some furniture from one of our vendors, Moe's, and we have dining chairs coming in August 22nd. So,
oh my gosh. Well, that's good.
Yeah, we're going to have an interesting year with product wise. It's going to be interesting.
All righty. Well, it's time to sign off. So everybody have a great day. Have a wonderful new year. And
Happy New Year. Happy New Year's Eve. I'll be sending some of you emails out, but make sure you follow the Design Exchange on Facebook. We have a group on there. And I'm going to post that special that I spoke about with Julia Malloy. And you're going to get to follow Danny Russo around for 20 days in the month of January.
Okay.
Going to be exciting.
That sounds like fun. All righty, everybody.
All right.
Have a great New Year's Eve. Bye.
Happy New Year. Bye, guys.